Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel. Here's a headline from the Crypto Basic. Bitcoin trader says XRP to $10 is inevitable. And I will say this, it's always interesting to me to come across reputable chart analysts who think that XRP is going to be worth an absolute fortune compared to where it is right now, in particular when they are really pretty unbiased. They're just chart people, and maybe they don't even consider themselves necessarily to be part of the XRP community. But yeah, XRP going to $10, although I'm not so bold as to make an actual price prediction. Based on all publicly available knowledge to this point, I'd kind of be surprised if that doesn't happen at some point, someday, some unspecified point in the future, and we're all going to find out together. But you know me, I have my convictions, as we all do, and I placed my bet many years ago, over 6 years ago. And even when XRP hit its all-time high in early 2018, and I was like, well, that was probably the bubble popping right there. Probably going to be in a bear market for a while. I just accumulated because my thought from that point moving forward was at some unknown point in the future, XRP will hit a new all-time high yet again. And I do think that the best that XRP will ever do price-wise is yet ahead of us. Now, in this particular video, I have perspective and commentary from 8 different XRP chart analysts. So this is going to be a pretty XRP heavy video, which should be a lot of fun here because I know we've been range bound for over a couple months at this point. Some people getting a little bored by that, but I think that it's likely that we're through the most of it. It's highly probable that sooner than later we're going to be seeing some serious moves to the upside. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. At the time I record this video, it is 2:29 a.m. on Tuesday, June 4th, 2024. XRP is at 51.9 cents. You got Bitcoin at just over $69,000. Crypto Fear and Greed Index at 73 out of 100. So it's what we've been seeing in recent days, weeks, and months, unfortunately, because we have been ranging sideways, but it will not stay there forever. The best of this bull cycle, I believe, is yet ahead. Here's a post from chart analyst Jelly, and he said, "Good morning. Bitcoin is still fighting for a breakout from this bullish pennant. It's clear this will break up eventually, just a question of when. Patience is the name of the game." Exactly. Now that I agree with. So if if you're paying attention to this right now, kudos to you, because a lot of people have already kind of checked out because it's been a couple months. But I don't know, if you're listening right now, then you must be like me and have that deep of an interest in crypto. In which case, you're coming to the right place because I'm kind of obsessed with this stuff. I mean, running this YouTube channel, being into crypto, it's my most favoriteest hobby that I've ever had. But Bitcoin did break briefly above $70,000. And so you can see went above, went back down, and basically checking this level as support according to Jelly. Not going to stay here forever. Here's a post from chart analyst Caleb Franzen, who I was not familiar with, not that it necessarily matters. 48,600 followers, though. And he said, choose your Bitcoin head and shoulders. And then he shared it. So depending on where you draw the lines, and I'm not pretending to be a chart guy, but that would have a strong bearing on whether Bitcoin's going to be popping pretty much imminently or a little bit further out. And it's still going to happen regardless. And it's just, chart analysts can have their discussion about which way to draw this makes more sense. But I will tell you, I've seen all sorts of chart analysts drawing this pattern, the head and shoulders. So, we'll see how it ultimately unfolds, but chart analyst Matthew Hyland, who now has 143,300 followers, he agrees with this. He thinks one of these is likely to happen, and so he wrote, "It's nice when someone posts the same ideas that I see, and all I have to do is retweet it rather than make the chart." And fair enough point. Here's a post from Charting Guy talking about Bitcoin dominance, and you'll love to see this. Check this out. Bitcoin dominance, rejecting at golden pocket just like last time. Hit downtrend resistance it always rejects at. Breaking multiple uptrends. Bearish divergence on weekly RSI. Chart has very obviously lost momentum since RSI topped in October. Wave trend indicator looking very toppy. So the reason that I'm happy to see that, and it can kind of give you an idea of where we might be in terms of the progression of this market cycle, because inevitably, in every single market cycle, Bitcoin loses dominance. So it'll keep moving up in terms of price. It could, who knows, it could 2 or 3x, or who knows how high it's going to go. Somewhere around there doesn't sound crazy anyway. So that can happen. Now, is a 2 to 3-fold increase in crypto that interesting? No. I mean, that's kind of like a normal Tuesday afternoon, right? that's nothing. Now, in traditional finance, that would be like, oh my God, a 2 to 3. Yeah, I get it. But this is crypto, and that's pitiful. The time to get into Bitcoin is not now, in my humble opinion. You guys do whatever you want. But the time to get into Bitcoin was long ago, before the market started moving up, before people had the level of confidence in it that they do now. Now, if you want to make lots of money in crypto, it's just a matter of fact, so far as I see it, that altcoins, that is where it's at. But still, Bitcoin can keep moving to the upside. It's just going to lose market dominance, so the percentage of the asset class that dominates is certainly going to decrease. But that's great. We want to see that, even in a bull market, because that means that altcoins are outpacing. That's when you can have crazy alt seasons. Here's a post from chart analyst Kevin, and he said, the altcoin market cap, total 3. Now, the total 3 chart, which is what's on your screen here, you can see in the top left here, it's the crypto total market cap excluding Bitcoin and ETH. So every coin out there except for those two. No Bitcoin, no ETH on this chart, and that's called total 3. And so Kevin writes, the altcoins market cap, total 3, is potentially forming a flat top with higher low after higher low, which could end up being a textbook ascending triangle. Reset daily stock RSI looks ready to produce more upside. Price target of this pattern is new all-time highs. And then he named several altcoins, including XRP specifically. And so I wanted to highlight that because this idea out there, amongst the toxic Bitcoin maxi trolls and all of the idiot people hanging out in that echo chamber, they are wrong. If they think XRP is not going to move with the rest of the asset class, they're dead wrong. And so if we're going to have an alt season, you better believe that XRP is going to be participating. It doesn't make any damn sense to think that XRP, having been in the top 10 cryptos for its entire life, I'm just going to sit this one out. And so this particular analyst, Kevin, he's at Kevin_capital_TA. He agrees, XRP going to a new all-time high. And that's the reason I wanted to highlight this one in particular. The idea that XRP is just going to sit this one out is ridiculous so far as I'm concerned. Of course, if we have a proper alt season, XRP is going to be a part of it. The only reason we didn't see a new all-time high last cycle is because of the SEC nonsense. But now that's settled, at least as it pertains to XRP holders. I know Ripple's still got to get through their remedies portion. That doesn't matter to us. XRP's got legal clarity. It's unshackled. It's been relisted on all the exchanges that delisted it. Yeah, we're good to go. Here's a post from Mikey Bull Crypto from June 2nd. He said, XRP is currently at a level in 2017 and 2020 that sparked off a massive rally. Will this time be different? Spoiler alert, no, this time will not be different. XRP, even last market cycle, fine, it didn't hit a new all-time high, but it still moved in tandem with the rest of the asset class. And so to think that XRP is just not going to participate, again, I think is silly. But comparing where we're at now to the last 2 market cycles, for those of you looking at the screen, you can see what he's getting at here. Yeah, I mean, look at RSI at the bottom here. Exactly. So it gets to these low levels, and it looks like XRP's oversold, and then rockets to the upside in each of the previous 2 occasions. Do you think this time is different? Because I don't. Those are famous last words. Here's chart analyst Peppa at Moonshilla, a very popular analyst, and he's actually been around in crypto since 2013, 147,000 followers on social media platform X. And he shared this XRP USD chart. And he wrote, XRP, still fractaling, still hodling, still waiting for Valhalla. Buy when 44-day closed above blue line. New 44-day is June 25th. Don't get shaken. So here's somebody that's been in crypto for 11 years, and he's acknowledging, yeah, of course XRP is going to go. Of course it is. The only people that don't think XRP is going to go, in the world of chart analysis, are those who have a known bias against XRP and they have a track record of hating XRP. For instance, Jason Pizzano. This guy, he's a good chart analyst. He is. I mean that very genuinely. He's good. He has a good hit rate. He's accurate, and he hates XRP. Why? Because reasons, folks. Because reasons. he recently I shared it at a time, was it maybe 2 or 3 months ago? He said XRP has no place in anyone's crypto portfolio. And he highlighted XRP price against Bitcoin at the time. He's like, it's abysmal. Are you kidding me? Look at this thing. You know, it's that type of message. Well, he's got an update for you. He's got an update for you. From just a couple hours ago here, 12:29 a.m. today. This is an XRP BTC chart. And he said, this an objective sign of a lagging crypto in a Bitcoin bull market. XRP is just 8% away from making a fresh 3-year low versus Bitcoin. The last time it made new low was in April 2024. The goal is to find altcoins that are creating highs versus Bitcoin at this stage of the cycle. All right, folks. Again, a known XRP hater sharing negative sense about XRP. Well, color me surprised. Are you serious? It's funny to me. It's very funny to me. How is it that this analyst, who has a great hit rate and a massive following, I mean, so on X he's got 108,000 followers, but on YouTube he's got, I think, like over 300,000 subscribers. He's well known in crypto, I think it's fair to say. Pretty well known. How is it that somebody can be so right, so well respected, and so disastrously wrong on this one crypto, which has been around for over a decade? How is that possible? Might it be that some bias is seeping into the nonsense you're spouting out onto the webernets? Maybe that's what's happening, sir? I think so. I think it's very clear that's what's happening, which is why pretty much all of his posts about XRP will age like a fine milk. Ugh. So you can expect that. Now, as far as XRP against Bitcoin, I'll just say it once real quick here. I've been talking about this lately. I don't pretend to know where the bottom is for XRP against Bitcoin. The most recent bottom was April 13th, so a little less than 2 months ago. Could we have a new low for XRP priced against Bitcoin this market cycle? Sure. Would that change anything or mean anything to me? No. Because eventually a bottom is found. We also know XRP historically does lag behind. So to put out this post without additional context doesn't even make any sense anyway. It's normal for XRP to lag behind. You know? What exactly is it that you expect? Altcoins don't all pop at the same time anyway. So does it make sense to be positioned before that stuff starts going? Or after? Well, you know my stance. I accumulate heavily during bear markets. That's when I'm most interested in purchasing crypto. So whatever happens here with XRP price against Bitcoin, okay. It just doesn't matter. And you'll note that this chart only goes back to 2019. Now you can see for XRP price against Bitcoin, look what happened in 2021. Now he doesn't want to really point this out, but it's on your screen. There it is. And this is during the SEC lawsuit. And XRP still blasted up. Once it hit this low for the cycle, XRP pricing against Bitcoin, same for the previous market cycle. And now it's been consolidating for over 6 years. And we know that consolidation, you know, the dorky saying, you know, the longer the base, the higher in space. Yes, consolidation matters. And it's been over 6 freaking years. That's a good thing. Like when this thing goes, I'm counting on sloppy, you know, melted faces just all over the paint. I'm going to walk outside one day and there's going to be these gross vomit-looking piles over the place, and I'll get close and be like, oh, let's poke it with a stick. Oh, that's just a face. It melted. Oh, XRP. Okay, so we're on the moon now. Great. That's how you'll know. You see these little disgusting-looking vomit piles, but they're actually just melted faces. It's going to be disgusting. I can't wait for it. Here's the XRP BTC chart on the 3 months. So you can see this is the actual low right down here. And we're still above it at this point. But so maybe that was the low for the cycle. But if it's not, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Markets find bottoms. The asset class moves in tandem and will continue to do so. Here's a post from Chart Analyst Cryptos. I got 2 from him. This one was from May 29th, but he just reposted this thing. So I think that's a pretty strong indication that he's like, yeah, this is absolutely still what's in play here. And he's talking about the XRP BTC pair. And you'll notice that he's got a little bit of a different tone than Jason Bazzino. He says, XRP/BTC and XRP dominance have been forming this inverse head and shoulders for 13 weeks, right on top of significant support level. Hopefully this is the start of a bigger time frame reversal. And so that is what he thinks is perhaps likely. There's also this from Chart Analyst Cryptos. This is the latest from him. XRP USD chart. And he says, XRP respecting weekly support, looking solid, big move up soon. And so, again, my stance is firm on this. The chart analysts like Jason Pizzino who are otherwise good and display intelligence. When it comes to XRP, they have XRP derangement syndrome. They will be proven wrong after time. All you have to do is just wait. And reality's going to smack them in the face. And they'll be proven wrong. And it will be highlighted by tons of people, undoubtedly, because, it should be. I mean, if you're going to be saying stuff like that, you got to be able to handle the criticism, And I'm not going to be a jerk about it, but you better believe that I've bookmarked all of his tweets and have screen grabs of all of them. And I bookmarked them in my future dunks tab on social media platform X. Because this is silly nonsense, and I hope he one day realizes that what he's doing is letting his bias bleed into his analysis, which isn't helping him or his audience. Here's a post from chart analyst Javon Marks, who I only recently started following, but he's got a respectable following himself, 39,400 followers. Not easy to achieve that level of followers. So he is certainly very optimistic for what's going to happen with XRP. And so this is an XRP USD chart, and he wrote, XRP is holding the line. One of the last times we saw a hidden bullish divergence set up similar to this, prices went on to climb over 63,000% in less than 1 year, and we can be here again right at its breaking point. If XRP hasn't already made a name for itself, it sure looks as if it's about to do so now. And so there you go. That's one more metric you can look at. Again, we're all going to find out together. So what makes sense? XRP is going to sit this out. So we know the asset class moves in tandem. We know that XRP has been hanging out where it has been for a decade, over a decade. And but for some magical reason, it's the rest of the asset class, it'll keep moving in tandem, but XRP won't. Does that make sense to you? I hope not. If you've got half a brain, then you know that makes no sense. But some people are just so damn biased, they can't help themselves. Here's a post from chart analyst Cryptolica, and this is an XRP priced against the entire crypto asset class. And this is fascinating. This is very similar to looking at XRP price against Bitcoin. And you can see the point he's making. He didn't have to write a lot. 2024 XRP year, and then you just wrote that it's XRP price against the entire crypto asset class. Look at where we are right now, and this is what he called the XRP as a scam bottom, because when XRP's price so low against everything else, you see those types of claims. He's pro XRP, but he's saying, yeah, it's the XRP's a scam bottom. What happened in 2017? It hit this low, rocketed. What happened last market cycle? 2021, hit that low and then just rocketed it off. Where are we at right now? This is the lowest XRP has ever been priced against the entire crypto asset class. The lowest in history. This is another metric. This only happens right before, historically, it only happens right before XRP rallies to the upside. That is the only time that you have seen this type of disparity in XRP price against the rest of the crypto asset class. That's it. The only time. What do you think happens next? I have a suspicion. And so then that brings us to the article that I referenced at the outset of the video. Bitcoin Trader says XRP to $10 is inevitable. And they're talking about a popular analyst, Emily's Universe, with 131,700 followers. And she wrote, $100,000 is inevitable for Bitcoin. $10,000 is inevitable for ETH. $1,000 is inevitable for Solana and BNB. $10 is inevitable for XRP and Matic. And so while I'm not ever so bold as to make a price prediction, because since I'm not a chart guy, it'd be so disingenuous, I'm not going to do it. Happy to see predictions from guys who are chart analysts. But even though I won't make an actual prediction, I'm happy to share my convictions and my suspicions. That's as far as I'm willing to go, though. And I'll just say that I'd be very surprised if we never see XRP at a new all-time high. I'd be surprised if we never see at least $10 XRP. That would surprise me. As far as when, I don't pretend to know, because I'm not a chart guy. I'm looking at the entire crypto asset class expanding, okay? I see adoption continuing. It has been for 15 years. I see adoption of XRP actually increasing for over a decade now. So just understanding those things, as long as that trend continues, why wouldn't I expect that to ultimately happen? I mean, if you're like me and you think that eventually we're going to have not just a multi-trillion-dollar market cap, but like in the the tens of trillions and potentially even higher, maybe even over $100 trillion, based on what the dollar's worth today. Yeah. I mean, if that's going to happen, why wouldn't we see that? That would be weird to me. But we don't know, and again, that's based off of what the knowledge that's available today, and then that's just my opinion. But yeah. And so, like I said at the outset of the video, it's just fascinating to see people who are not biased, who maybe wouldn't even necessarily consider themselves to be part of the XRP community. Maybe they track a bunch of coins and they're traders. It's just fascinating that unless there's somebody with a strong bias, like, I don't know about you folks, I can't find an analyst who has a track record and hasn't showed some sort of historical bias against XRP that thinks XRP is not going to go. I can't find that unicorn analyst out there. So if you can find that, somebody who's been around for years and they, there's no evidence that they're just anti-XRP for irrational reasons, but they're like, yeah, these just I don't think it's going to work. It's not in the cards. It's not in the charts. I don't see it. That would be interesting. I will, if you can find me that person, I will absolutely highlight that opposing viewpoint on my channel. Because that would be so rare. I can't find one. Not one. So you can find people who say XRP is not going to go, but what about the qualifiers that I just said? So they got a track record, and there's no known bias against XRP. Find me that person. I cannot. I'm looking, and if I do find, I will show you. I mean, I'd be surprised if that person doesn't exist, but there are a lot of humans on the planet. I probably just haven't come across this person. If you can find that person, please let me know. I would like to know what the analysis, if there's actually no bias and they really feel that way, okay. And I'm not talking about short-term bias. I'm talking about somebody who says, no, XRP, it absolutely is just not going to go. No all-time high, that's it. It's done. It doesn't make sense. Like that's what I want to see. Because you can find people who are very pro XRP who will have a bearish bias over a shorter time period or something like that. But I want to find somebody who says, no all-time high for XRP. It's just not going to go. If there's an alt season, XRP's not participating. Find me this person. If they exist, I want to know. And then you think they got it. There's so many humans out there. Somebody has to be that person, right? I mean, I don't know for sure, I guess, but you'd think there'd be one at least. Either way, all I'm saying is we're in a bull market. It seems like a virtual inevitability that XRP is going to hit a new all-time high. Enterprise discovery, face melt, the whole 9 yards. We just got to wait a little bit more. We just got to be a little bit more patient, but that's fine. I've been here a good 6.5 years roughly. I'll be as patient as I need to see this thing through. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.